All right, y'all, welcome back to another video. Happy Monday. Started off with shock talk, guys. You guys hear me talk about some QA1 shocks a lot, and I'm going to show you guys unboxing of a QA1 shock. I just put a set on the Blizzard here. We got a set on the Black Sheep. We got them on Slick Rick. We got them on the Bad Apple. We love them. Not talking smack on any other shocks out there. This is just our preference and our choice. Before we really get rolling in today's video, I do want to let you guys know we have our Storm Training Day Rodeo coming up this Saturday, February 4th, 9 a.m. here at Ellis Nasty. We'll have some food, go over some tech, get you guys signed up, get some training done, so you guys are ready to make some money this year. It's 2023. It's time to make some money. Get signed up. Whole year ahead of us. We've already had a couple storms pop off. You guys don't want to miss out on this opportunity. I call it the race car fun. A lot of guys go out there, boom, work a storm, new turbo, boom, rear end, boom, new wheels, tires. Like, make some money, really short amount of time. We only work, it's a part-time gig, can be full-time depending on how much work Mother Nature provides. We usually work between 10 and 12 weeks out of the year. So you guys can make close to a full-time salary working 10 to 12 weeks. Pretty good gig. First link in the description below will be the event page flyer. So before we go any further, I do want to let you guys know, because I put a set of QA1s on this, I have some AFCO Mensers with springs. As you can see, great condition, double adjustable. These are very good. Absolutely nothing wrong with these. These shocks are great. They are radial valve. They are for a factory suspension Mustang double eyelet deal. $1,200. Come get them. Some Mensers. I think, like, with springs, I think they're like $1,500 new without the springs, and the springs are another like $300 or $400. So you guys can get the shocks and the springs for $1,200. Radial valve. They're 5-inch travel shocks. So I think it's like extended eyelet to eyelet is 17 inches. I think maybe. All right. So let's talk about the QA1s. We'll pull one out of the box here and get it opened up. QA1 is an absolutely amazing company. This is the Mod Series shock. They sell control arms, ball joints, bushings, full suspension kits. They sell like whole like subframe kits. We utilize them for their absolutely awesome shocks. These are very, very, very tough to beat. When you get a mod shock, this is what it looks like when you open it up. Okay, there you guys can see. So this is a 9-inch travel shock. This is one of the big boys. This sucker here is an absolute monster. So radial tire stuff, you'll hear us talk about the travel of the shock. We run really big shocks. The concept is you have this big shock, at ride height, it is almost all the way compressed. You set your bar angles up to have something what they call anti-squat, which is leverage, which pushes the rear end down away from the chassis, or if the rear end can't go down anymore because it's on the ground, it pushes the body up. It's applying force. It offers a number of things. It helps with traction, and also it helps with like wheeling, because if you just stay level and apply power, boom, the rear end wants to run under the car. But if you're jacking it up in the ass, you have to overcome that center of gravity to then start to wheelie. Very, very basic rundown of what you're doing. So everything I'm talking about in this video is going to be for a radial tire car. These shocks will work great on radial cars. They will work great on no prep cars. They will work great on big tire cars because of the infinite adjustability. The only thing that's going to change is what you want to do. If you have an adjustable shock bracket on your rear end, you can get a larger shock and cram the shaft all the way up in it for running on radials, and then on slicks you can lower it halfway down, or on no prep you can lower it halfway down, and then you have some room to go up and down. There's endless opportunities with this stuff. So first thing that we do, they have these really nice, I just want to show you guys the quality of this stuff. And like, a lot of people, I think a lot of people knock QA1, but they're not really like educated on it, on how high quality some of this stuff is. So here's you got your billet adjuster cup. So this is going to select your ride height. Slap that guy on there. Comes with Torrington bearing. Makes it easier to adjust the shock. Select your ride height, everything like that. Got your spacers, your bushings. You got the top for where you are running your spring. So you can run this like as just a shock, or you can run it as a coilover, as you can see, because it's got your adjuster down bottom here. Open this guy up. We got nice like infotainment center here. Tells you all your info, how much entertainment you're about to provide. Install guide there. I would recommend that you hang on to these because there are some adjustments and stuff that you guys can do to the shock. It literally tells you how to do everything. You got the piggyback canister. They come in two different options. You got the piggyback or the remote mount. This car right here has the remote mount. This shock right here is a piggyback. Tells you literally everything you need to know. This is why I say hang on to these. When you get two shocks, you get two of these. Put one in your shop and put one in your race trailer. Trust me. It tells you how to change valve packs, which is what makes this shock so unique. It tells you how to do your low speed and high speed adjustment. It tells you if you're gonna do some handling stuff. I mean, they use these things on everything from road course cars to drag cars. They have a little tuning guide, drag race tuning, street tuning, handling tuning. I mean, literally, they tell you everything. Also, very important, for those of you guys that can read this is your shock valving. Tells you what valve packs you got in there, the parts that come with it, and everything you need. All right, so let's get down to the shock. I'm not boring you guys yet on a Monday. If you guys pay attention, you'll learn something. Maybe you guys can go a little bit faster. Now, I'm not saying this you slap this shock on and you will automatically go faster, but it will give you the ability to make the proper adjustments to go faster. So here we go. This is the mod shock. Oh wait, I think I dropped something. All right, we got the bushings right there. Comes with the set screw for the ride height adjuster and an Allen key for your removing your valve packs. So 100% complete everything. This is why this shock is so badass. You do not have to send this thing off to get it revalved. You can revalve it yourself at the track. We keep different valve packs in the trailer. Once you get the setup dialed in, you won't really need to be changing the valve packs all that often, but if you go somewhere where the track's super hot, super greasy, you really need to tighten up, really need to loosen up, you're going from running radials with this same shock to running slick tires, boom, you just change the valve pack. You don't have to have two shocks. You don't have to send this out. That's what's so crazy about this. I can speak from firsthand experience about this shock. We put the shock on the car, we went to the track, we are using our shock travel sensor to give us data. It's factual data. There's no interpretation, it's not subjective, it is straight up data. Some shocks will have, let's say, 30 clicks in them. And the 20 in the middle don't really do anything. You turn them, you don't see anything on the shock data, but the 5 on either end are big changes. These right here, every single click that you put in these, you can see in the shock data. That right there speaks volumes to me because now you have more adjustments on this shock than some other shocks. Also, it says C and R. You got your compression and your rebound on there. So now you know exactly what you're messing with. As you turn this guy, you can feel the clicks. Very nice. Love it. Let's say you're turning it, right? You keep tightening up your rebound, tighten up your rebound. Oh, boom, you're out of adjustment. Normal shock, you say, man, the shock's as tight as it goes. That's all we can do. Not with these. What you do is you pop this out, right? Let's say we're on a soft valve pack because they sell these valve packs. You're on a soft valve pack. You pop this valve pack out. You put a medium valve pack in there and you turn it full loose and it picks up right where you left off. You get another set of 30 adjustments. That is the most valuable thing ever. You do not have to rely on anyone. You are not ever out of adjustments. As long as you have those valve packs, you can adjust the shock to dial it into whatever you're looking for. That right there sold these shocks to me. And I have the first-hand experience to do that, utilize it, see it work, be able to win races because of it. They offer these shocks in all different sizes and styles. This right here, as you can see, this is the big boy. This is the 9-inch travel shock. This is a badass shock. I ain't gonna lie. This is very nice. We run these on everything. They've been proven. We've been sub 1 second 60-foots. Patrick Miller, Bumblebee, just put a video out on TikTok saying, like, getting these new QA1s on the car. These are the only off-the-shelf shock to go 350s on a 315 and 360s on a 275 out the box. No custom valve tuning, no send it off to here and pay some guy to do that. You are your own shock tuner. All you gotta do is buy these valve packs. This is not a paid advertisement from QA1. This is me telling you guys, if you want to step up your race program, this is something I would look into. The fine tuning and adjustability of this shock and the availability to be 100% self-sustainable with all of your shock adjustments, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't be running these shocks. Also, one thing I will say, some other shocks, you got to check to make sure they're nitrogen filled. You got to get a special gauge. I have never once checked these shocks. I ran them for like 2 years on the Black Sheep. Never once have I put anything on there. My shock data is absolutely perfect. These shocks don't leak down. That says something in itself. So these right here are bad to the bone. Definitely recommend. I'll put a link to QA1's website down below. Like I said, QA1 did not pay me to make this video. QA1 hooks me up with some shocks. I'm excited about them because I know whatever I put these on, we're going to go as fast as we possibly can. And I don't see any reason why you guys wouldn't want to be putting these on your car. So we got a set now. The Blizzard's got a set. The Red Lobster's getting a set. The Bad Apple's got a set. Slick Rick's got a set, which you guys saw them working on the dyno, which is absolutely badass. The mod shocks are, not only are they good looking, but they work too. So there you guys have it. Check them out. Check out all their lineup and all their products. And also, a little birdie told me they might be coming out with some long travel shocks for no prep stuff. Just saying. Maybe a strut shock for like a strut front end for like a pro mod or a race car. I mean, you didn't hear it from me. So that's gonna wrap it up. I just want to do a little shock talk on Monday. And shout out to QA1 for getting me hooked up on these shocks. These things are badass. I've never had any issues with these, and that says something in itself. So you guys can get these. The QA1 sells them direct. You guys can go on Summit and get them. They're readily available. A lot of times there's no wait time. You just click order, put them in your cart, boom. You do overnight shipping. If you're feeling real froggy, have them the next day. So check them out. QA1 Mod Shock. Don't get out 60-footed by a turbo car. That's all I'm saying, because I'll have these on all my cars.